Hey everybody, welcome back to the time-lapse aftermath of me having drawn stuff on the Twitches. Once again, I've discovered that I can pretty much crack a comic out within the hour and a half pretty well at this point, as long as I've done some level of prep beforehand. This one I'd written and I had not penciled, so that's completely going from scratch. I did like 3 pages and the pencils of the last one, so got through most of it. But hey, fail faster. I'm getting better at it. I'm feeling pretty good about the whole thing. And yeah, I've started having comics ready and I put them in a big folder and I think about printing it at some point. As a hot Femme summer kind of thing, probably for Thought Bubble in November. Which time summer will be a distant memory, but I'll have actually made and finished a project for once. Which feels pretty good. So, also, we have gone through the comics of getting to Whitby, and I kind of skipped a bit because I want to do comics at Whitby in case I run out of impetus. So, this happened while we were walking the dogs on the beach with my mom, and Gwen and Alice were hanging back a bit, hanging out. My parents don't know that I'm polyamorous, and didn't know about that, so they were having a fun time sneaking around, being all handholdy in secret. I will get around to telling them at some point, but this is honestly a really good introduction to Alice. They think she's really cool because she is really cool, and she made wonderful macaroons for everybody. But yeah, so while we were walking on the beach, I wanted to put my feet in the sea a little. I didn't want to swim or anything. This was late and we were in coats and everything, but I had taken my shoes off and rolled my trousers up so I could touch the sands and run around with the dogs with reckless abandon. But I wanted to go stand in the ocean and let the ocean come and wash over my feet. And every time it's cold and I'm still not expecting it somehow. It's always colder than I remember. And so I stood in the ocean. I stood at the wet sand, and the ocean came over, and I screamed. I just screamed because I was surprised at how cold it was. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to do it again, and I'm not going to scream this time. And I still screamed. It was so stupid. But by then, Alice and Gwen had caught up with me, and just commented that I have such a good scream. What a great girly scream I have there. It was such a weird thing to say, but I don't know. It felt like a cute moment at the time, so I thought I would make a nice little comic about it. And what? Sorry, it's quite late in the evening. I was going to say over here. This isn't a geographic issue. This is in the past, because this video has been finished and uploaded by the time that you are watching it. My phone is also going off. Let me mute that very quickly. It's my dad's birthday, so there's a bit of chatter going on in the family WhatsApp. But yeah, walking down Whitby Beach is lovely. It was nice to take my shoes off. It was nice to jump some of the rock pool areas. It was nice and quiet on the beach as well. It was getting to the really dark time of night where everything is closed, so it was very peaceful. You could just really hear the ocean, not people chatting. And there was fishermen who were coming out to ocean fish, I guess, because the tide was coming in. So we had a limited time window to do the walk, but not really that limited. It was, unless we wanted to walk for 3 hours or something, which was not going to happen. But these fishers came out with like huge coats, buckets, wellies, the whole thing, and they were really clearly going to be there for a long time. They'd prepped. And the weirdest thing was there was some folks getting ready and they were starting to go down the cliff. They were carrying a lot of stuff, and someone's torch was like dangled or attached to the end of their fishing rod like an anglerfish. It just kind of bobbed around and it looked like an angler. And I don't know, maybe that's where that term kind of came from, but I think they were just wanting to be able to see the ripples in the water. But they were leading themselves down a cliff without a fence, using this light on the end of a stick. It was it was a little odd to look at. It was very interesting. I thought it would be cute to put the Hot Femme Summer icon I've made with myself in the leaf print gear on the side, but now I have to see it all the time. It's a little, I don't know, not as good. Yawning, wow. Let's see what else happened. I'm not remembering correctly if this is this. I think this is the stream where I didn't get any of the regular folks I would have expected. But I did get some cool peeps in the chat who live around Leeds. Vex Crochet Addict shared my announcement, and I got to hang out with them and some cool folks that I haven't seen for a long time, who all kind of do indie crafts and stuff. There's Retro 8-Bit, who is on Twitch, I believe, as Retro 8 Bytes, who does cool pixel art, and also hammer beads, so pixel art can be made flesh, brought into the world of the real. And yeah, it was really cool to hang out with different people, and it was nice. People talking about Thought Bubble mostly just to be able to see each other and hang out some, which I'm very excited for. I did trace this bit here, because I wanted to get the look the same to imply that I hadn't moved anywhere, which is true. The ocean, in my head, I was more to the right, and you could see Alice and Gwen catching up with me easier, but that didn't quite work out. But in the end, I really liked the first version of myself that I drew, like getting ready to be hit by the water. The second version's alright, but I don't like the face as much. And yeah, I tried to get across the screen was like starts loud and gets quiet very quickly because I'm trying to dampen it down. Big hand and shoulder motions there for reacting very suddenly and very extremely, and quite a blend of different pencil crayons used to kind of get a yellowish beach, blue water, and a kind of sea green between the two as the initial wave hits, and then the rest of the wave comes as well. Burying my feet in the sand, which absolutely does happen around with me. We spent a lot of the time looking for shells and those bits of pottery that you can find, but no such luck really. We did find a few crabs here and there, which is very cute. Kind of getting on with their own thing. Several dead crabs as well. I don't know. They just get washed out to sea, I suppose, and washed in. Yes, this is the bit where they catch up with me and tell me about how nice of a scream I have. It was a very silly moment. We eventually, after walking down with the dogs who loved it, got to a cafe that was closed, but they did have, because it was near all the chalets, Robin Hood's Bay kind of area, Sands End area, they did have just taps where you could wash your feet, where you could fill up water bowls for dogs, and I remember as a kid filling up water balloons with my cousins and playing with those. So there's a nice way for us to get the sand off our feet. Mum brought a towel because she's clever, just a little one, and we dried off. Alice got a really good photo of us in the night, sat on a bench, drying and washing our feet. And she said it looked like an oil painting, just a particular style where the darkness really worked in our favour. It's very hard to show it to anyone because it kind of needs to be seen in its original medium. Oh yeah, and because I wanted to say hi to people, I turned the camera around and took my hair out in order to finish the stream off. So yes, I kind of played on the cliche of the couple in a horror movie in a car that's like, what was that? Probably nothing. And then turns out it's me, scramming at the ocean being cold, which I knew. I don't know, it's a fun, cute, silly thing that happened, and I wanted to make a comic about it. I need to draw Mum's dogs, though, because I loved walking with the dogs. thank you for watching. This is me trying to talk longer. Did you like it? Let me know. Okay, bye-bye. Oh, and you can read this on Instagram at GenderQuest, or on Webtoons also at GenderQuest. I'm trying to remember to plug where you can actually read the comics in a better resolution. Those places. Enjoy.